Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokémon Violet, but we can only play with Fire-type Pokémon. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm having a lot of fun making it, and let's go ahead and jump into episode 5. Starting off with episode 5, we have to fight Kofu, the Water Gym Leader. After defeating his test and finding his wallet, we are ready to take him on in battle. Kofu starts out strong, sending out Veluza, I believe it's pronounced. So I lead out with Flea, the Rotom. Debating on what I'm going to do, I know that Veluzula is actually a very fast Pokemon, so we decide to Terra Ghost to get rid of our Fire type and go straight for a Thunder Wave. Veluza goes for an Aqua Cutter, which does a lot of damage. Happily, Rotom is able to take it out with a quick Volt Switch. The Rotom coming back to me, we decide to throw out to Amy Lee to get some Sun Up to reduce some of the water damage, and then go right into Ann Wilson, who has Chlorophyll. Wugtrio comes out, which is no match for a simple Razor Leaf, allowing us to learn Zen Headbutt. Carbomidal comes out, knowing that it's an Ice type, then completely forgetting that it's a Water type. I decide to go into Rotom to either try and do some damage or sacrifice it so we can just get something better in without really losing anything right away. I go for an Overheat, just trying to do whatever damage we can, and then quickly get taken out by a Crab Hammer. Our next Pokemon is back into Ann Wilson since the sun is up, and we go for a Razor Leaf. The Slam comes out and does a lot more damage, but then we just hit him with another Razor Leaf to finish the battle off. This earns us our Cassifara Gym Badge. Crocolore finally evolves into the awesome Pokemon Skeleturge, who is just this heavy rocker and the whole reason why we're doing the rock-based names. Heading over to the Poison Team crew, we go ahead, we have to throw out Meatloaf to take out this Gulpin. After a simple Podose, the Gulpin is dead. This allows us to teach Flea Shockwave instead of Electro Ball because it's just a little bit better. Strudel comes out from this little kid. Again, a simple Bulldoze finishes everything off with it, but not before we get hit by a Flatter, which confuses us, actually makes Meatloaf hit himself, and then a Slash comes out from the Strudel. After we finish off this little kid at the gate, we go ahead and start the Poison Challenge, which is exactly the same as the Fire one. And the Dark one, you just run around, you take out 30 guys, and then you get to take on the leader. I actually had a lot of trouble with this one. There was a lot going on. There was so many Ghost-type Pokemon. Flea kept getting knocked out over and over, and I lost track, and then these Pokemon just were taking forever to spawn in, so I just had to keep going around till I found them. Soon enough, we actually get to see the Revavroom coming out with the Poison Leader Atticus, who is, let's just say, a really cool ninja with really weird big eyelashes. Atticus throws out the Skunk Tank, which actually gets a really good crit first hit with the Sucker Punch, so we go ahead and Bulldoze 2 times to finish it off. With the Revavroom coming out, we decide to throw at Amy Lee and heal up the Hammerupt. We just go ahead, use Amy Lee to do a lot of damage, and then go for a Sun-powered Lava Plume to take out the Revavroom. Hammerup comes back out just because we know we can tank some of these poison hits and just bulldoze it over and over until it's done. We go ahead and use a couple of curses to live the Noxus Torque, not take much damage, and to increase the damage of our bulldoze. So we bulldoze once, go ahead and slow down the Starmobile, but I know that we're still slower, so I decide to throw on a Camel Lemonade just to heal up, as well as going for another bulldoze to take out the Starmobile. This allows us to beat Atticus, the Poison crew member. Heading to the next gym, we have to find 3 team members and defeat them in battle to give us the recipe to take on Larry, the normal type gym leader. So this first one here has an Ursaring, which we just throw out Steven Tyler. I don't know how much damage we're going to do in the rain, so I just go for a round, and it doesn't do exactly what I was thinking it would. So instead of doing that, we just go for a couple more flamethrowers, which weirdly enough does more damage, and it only takes a couple of those to take out this Ursaring. The second trainer, I will say, was giving me a lot more problems with this Grumshoe. We decided to go for a Torch Song a couple of times to take it out. Happily, there's no rain here, but there was on the other side of the building. Grumshoe goes for a Bite, which does a lot more damage than I was expecting it would, but 2 flamethrowers happen to take him out. The trainer then sends out a Greedent, who is just a big old boy, but does not live very long to a couple of flamethrowers. The third trainer decides to throw at Dunsparce, Generations 2's worst Pokemon. Again, we just throw out Steven Tyler, go for a couple of Torch Songs to raise our special attack, and then we just get hit by a Drill Run, which doesn't do as much damage, but Saving some of the PP, we just decided to flamethrower to take him out. During this gym test, we have to order the secret menu item of the normal type trainer. This will allow us to win, so we go ahead and we click on the grilled rice balls. We have to ask for a medium serving of these, which it sounds like a lot of food. We asked to have this extra crispy, aka Fire Blast styled, with a garnish of lemon. Now, if you ask me, this actually just sounds really good. Rice balls with lemon, a little bit extra crispy, that sounds pretty delicious. So, upon ordering the special menu item, the floor is changed into the actual battle gym, and we are able to complete the normal type gym test. Completing the gym test, we are able to fight Larry, who's just sitting over here enjoying a luxury meal while we get ready to battle him. Upon starting the battle, Larry sets down his briefcase, tightens up that pretty little businessman tie, and throws at his first Pokemon, Kamala. Now, Kamala has a lot of attack. I know it's a lot of attack, so I decided to leave with Steven Tyler here because he does have a ghost typing. I had to decide to go for a Torch Song because, again, special attack is great. I also Terra just so we can get some more damage out. One Torch Song only hits him by half, and he decides to go by Yawn. So we just go ahead and go for another Torch Song to take out Kamala, knowing that our special attack is now +2. We decide to teach Skeledirge, aka Steven Tyler, the Shadow Ball for some more stab damage, and we teach Body Slam to Torkoal for more physical attack. Dunsparce comes out here, and we decide to use an Awakening, so that way Skeledirge is actually able to use those +2 special attack. The Drill Run hurts a lot, but a single +2 Torch Song that is Terrestrialized takes out the Dunsparce and no problem. Larry decides to throw out Staraptor, who gets the Intimidate, but that doesn't matter. So we go for a +3 Torch Song on this Staraptor, while Larry decides to Terra his Staraptor into a normal type. Now, I will not lie, I was very scared to see this Terra Facade come out here, but it happily does not kill Steven Tyler. We get to hit him with a +3 Torch Song, instantly taking it out and winning us the gym battle. Larry gets all upset because he thinks his pay is going to be docked, and that actually earns us the Medallion Gym Defeated badge. After the gym, Miyamoto decides to come back out and battle us after we just had our butts handed to us. She decides to throw out Lycanroc. We throw out Steven Tyler, the very typical lead for me here. I decide to go in the Meatloaf, knowing that Lycanroc really can't do any damage to it, and I can follow up very quickly with a Bulldoze. So I go for a Bulldoze. The same time Lycanroc goes for a Bite, we don't flinch, so we're instantly able to take it out. The next Pokemon that she decides to throw at is Goomy. Now, I don't have any current counters to Goomy, so I decide to throw an Annie, try and get some Sun Up, and just do as much damage as I possibly can with a Lava Plume. The Dragon Pulse comes out, and that does a lot more damage than I'm used to. Happily, we burn the Goomy, so I decided to just go for a Protect Stall method here. The Dragon Pulse comes out, hits the shield, and we decide to go for a Body Slam because Dragon actually resists fire. That does a lot more damage, lowers it down, and we go for one more Protect to let the Goomy die to a burn. After Goomy goes down, we decide to go into Steven Tyler, the best Pokemon to fight Pomo, who is actually now a fighting type, and we just start going for some Torch Songs. Now, the Spark instantly paralyzes Steven Tyler, but that's no problem for a single Torch Song. Meowscarada comes out next. Again, Steven Tyler is just the best counter, so we decide to Terra and go for a Fire Blast to show this kitty just who is boss. Meowscarada goes for the Terra Grass, and we decide to Terra Fire again for that Flamethrower just because we know it's instantly going to knock her out. Unfortunately, Meowscarada is a little bit faster and goes for Flower Trick, which is a guaranteed crit every time, which does not matter. Meowscarada goes down, and that wins us the gym battle. After the battle, I did walk around so that way we could evolve the Fletchling into Talonflame, an awesome Pokemon from Generation 6 who just saw so much competitive play, and I absolutely love it.